Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the Tuesday Night Live. Hope you guys are having a good evening. So far, I'm starting off smoking on this frozen bag. Hope you guys out there are doing well. Old school, how you doing? Kevin, Bubba, say dad. Hope you guys are having a good evening so far. How you guys doing out there? What are you guys smoking on right now? How's you guys weekend and week been so far? I guess. This one's Doyle. Hope you're not having a good evening today. Yeah, we're gonna. What's up, Curly? What's up, Seb? Yeah, we're gonna start a frozen bag, and then I think we're gonna move on to the Black Amnesia Haze, and then I might smoke honeyfish. We're gonna go around. We're gonna smoke different kinds. That's even stronger. Hope we're doing well. The bounce back was huge on the. I'll put those up in a little bit, but again, from doing the strip out to kicking back within a week, you already have a whole bunch of bud sites coming in on that. So I'll get to that in a bit, but. What's up for 20 minutes in that? I did do something over the weekend, though. So this time was a bit better, and this time it's filmed. I'm gonna put the video together, but it will take a little bit, but it stays nice and fluffy. So that's all freeze dried double hash. Stick with that. There's 6 ounces here between the two. Yeah, and so I just got to put that video together, and that will be coming out soon. What's up, Todd? Welcome. And Umbrella, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm gonna press that with the. Don't mind my charred finger from using a bong before coming on, but so mind you, I'm not making hash out of anything special yet. I'm still going through the trim. I actually got through all the stuff in the fridge, and there was all the stuff in the fridge plus 3 from this freezer. But this freezer we still got you gotta get through it. I just can't press it fast enough. I still have how much? That's probably half ounce of rosin in that fridge as well. I did have more, but it's. We're getting there. There's no rush. Yeah, a little bit of what. I want to get this emptied out so I can start vacuum sealing bags and then waiting until then, do it in the middle of like a cold day, and then making fresh frozen. But what's up, Frank? Hope you're doing well this evening. Anybody's welcome to come up, by the way. The link is posted at the top. This is the first one I can show this week. In here a little bit. I'm not sure where the E channel's at right now. That's the furthest along. And if you guys are on my Instagram, you'll have already seen these pictures, but yeah, man. Nice. Oh, what's up, Soul Rebel? There's a few actually people in chat before I covered it. Yeah, 420. That stuff would be good for that. I like to press it in the doing the rosin is pretty good too. Keep in mind the bubble hash I'm doing because it is trim. I'm not really too focused on kind of all like individual kind of qualities you can do. So I just did 220 catch and then basically 25. I need to get a 45 bag. So for when I make bubble, I want to start doing that. But I'm catching everything from the 25 up. So that's why I also get a big yield because it's that and then I press it. What's up, Parker? I hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, so we got some airspace in here. And they're getting frosty already. And this was the end of week 5. What's up, Bizzle? Yeah, no, so absolutely. That would be my that's my end goal. Is to do fresh frozen. So I want to take like the main colas of my plant for smokables, dry that, trim that up. Smokables are there. Everything else gets thrown into a bag and vacuum sealed and put into this freezer. But I need to empty this freezer first. But then my plan is to start making some more higher quality hash. Yeah, anybody's welcome to pop up. Right? You're more than welcome to come show what you got. Warrior, hope you're doing well this evening. So, Dr. DUI. There you are. All right, guys, you good?
Oh.
Full screen.
Yeah, so let's see a green. So they're all different stages. Like these ones in the black bucket are a week younger than the ones in these totes. And then this plant's a little older. I used it as a fill-in in my last grow because I harvested a plant early, so I used it as a fill-in and I just threw it right here.
Mm-hmm. No, but did she dense up or does she stay kind of like that?
It's a haze cross, so it'll stay kind of fluffy.
I see. Okay.
This is my male that I'm breeding with.
Oh, awesome.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me up, Matt. I'm going to hop back and chat and watch the show. Thank you.
It's looking good.
Thank you.
With that, now that you're in chat, I was just wondering. Oh, wait a couple minutes before you pop in there. Whoa. Nice, nice. That sounds like a pretty good thing to do there, Soul. So you get a decent amount from 2 ounces of. Yeah, Frank. Now that you're in, probably in chat by this time, what's your what was that mutation on your mail? Was that like the raptor mutation? Because I was just trying to think of what. Cause I know Turkeys has a lot of. They kind of break down what all the mutations are called. No, I was just wondering what was the mutation that your male plant had. What would that be called? All right. Yeah, that's what you're trying to hunt for. Yeah, and I was just kind of wondering what the mutation was that the male had, but you were trying to breed into everything. It looked like it had something. What's up, Sam? Hope you're having a good evening. Okay, yeah, exactly. No, I was just kind of wondering. It looked very similar to, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I saw that it had something on it. I was kind of wondering what it was. Actually, you know what? I can right now until we wait till other people come on. My plants are big enough. I'll go show you what my garden looks like right now. I hope this comes in. See if you guys are. So these are the prospects that are going. So 2 of these are going to be going to the 4x8, and one's going to stay here to take clones off of. These would be day 21 on Saturday from seed, like from germination. So this would be day 24 since I soaked the seeds. So we're pretty good so far. At our node spacing, we'll probably go one more maybe before we do any sort of topping. But we're gonna come in here and start actually doing some stuff pretty quick. Down here are the VPDs. His Fruity Pebbles OG and the Pink Lemonades. We're only gonna grow one of them. I just started 4 and then I didn't realize they were feminized. So we're just gonna move one of them to an air pot, because that's all I'm gonna be putting in that tent. We'll just figure out which one has the. It's probably most likely gonna be maybe this one won't be moving, and that's gonna happen on the weekend. So, but that's what the gardens we have over here. And then, like I said, I'll be showing pictures of kind of what we got over at the flower area. All right, I got you on there. I'm gonna get rid of the other thing here.
Oh no, we lost them. All right, I haven't chopped them yet.
Yeah.
They're still alive.
Oh, that's looking awesome.
But yeah, they're getting a little bit bigger. Frosty. Check the trichomes. We're getting there. We're pretty much milky. So I'll be chopping in the next couple days.
They're looking like they're getting pretty close. They're looking good.
Oh
They're
yeah.
so frosty, hey.
Oh my gosh. Incredible. The old no joke from Chad Westport. Yeah, some of these leaves over here, crazy looking.
Yeah. Yeah, are you just straight
Water only right now, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking really nice.
Heck yeah. I haven't pulled any of the crispies. I should. They're looking a little rough, but still just happy as can be with it. It's amazing.
Yeah, that is. Sorry, go down again though. Is that one? That is one plant. One what we've been looking at, right? Or is it how many?
Yeah, this is one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is a different little quadrant of it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's 4. I've always because I remember you showed it the first time, and then the other times it's always just been the beautiful tops, and then I just kind of it just looks so symmetrical. That's why I had to make sure if it was more than one plant.
Oh my gosh.
But now now that you change the angle, I can see the right one is more of a greener pheno as compared to how the other ones are going. I can see the pheno change now. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's easier from top for sure on the.
It looks so symmetrical. It looks like one plant when it's like right on the top.
Oh, it's crazy.
Good. Nice work.
I love it. Thank you. I could have a couple there in the back, like these two. I could have super cropped them down a touch when they were going, but I was lazy. But next grow, we're slamming 2 earth boxes on this.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah, running 2 in each earth box. First little trip into soil land, so it should be fun.
Yeah, it's always good to kind of try new things out. It'd be nice, to do like an organic, like a proper soil organic. Because when I always on organics, I've always done like Pro Mix and Gaia. That's what I call organic when I do it. Where I know you can do a little better than that. So, and that sounds like the way you're going. It sounds like you're doing full out, like the proper way.
Gonna try.
Nice.
That's. I would like to throw like a 3x3 bed on top of that. That would be amazing, but I think it would just be too high here because I think it's like 18 inches tall, and so that's like the top of my net. So the plants wouldn't be starting until like here. I think it would just. I could control it.
You can always don't have to go all the way. Like I know, like did you go the full 18 inches, but you don't have to. You can put it in 12. You put it in 14, and then have that extra grow space if you want it.
Yeah.
It I know it takes away from the system, and it's got to make sure you're on top of it if you notice anything. But you could always try that if you wanted to have that space.
Yeah. And then when I go to leave, I gotta like shovel out a 3x3 soil. I don't know. Maybe next house.
Yeah, that's the other thing with that and wait.
Dang. And they are smelling great. Got the fruity, mentholy, cherry funk. Then these guys, this one almost has like a sour to it.
Yeah, they're going to be expressing so hard right now, too, because being so this close.
It is stinking. I can finally smell it in the hallway down the hall.
Nice.
Yeah, should be good. Not bad.
Nice production, too. That's good quality buds.
Thank you very much. Oh, I watched your, was it the Forum Cookies? Forum? The one that you released yesterday looked good.
Yeah.
And the 3x3?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that one, it definitely. I wish I could have dried it at my other location. It's too warm here, so the dry was definitely slower, or definitely a lot faster here.
Yeah.
Whereas over there, I can get the low 60s, high 50s kind of Fahrenheit. Here, it's like I'm hard pressed to get below like 75.
Damn.
Yeah, it's brutal up here.
That sucks. But no, it was 6 days.
It still smells good. Like it still has. I'm just gonna make sure I cure it for even maybe a little longer than a month if I need to. But
yeah,
like that's right. That's
heck yeah.
Form stopper. So it still has a good smell, but I'm just making sure I keep it locked down for a bit.
Hell yeah. It's exciting. Some fresh flavors in the house.
Yeah, it's always nice to do that. Yeah.
Yep.
The bucket I'm smoking on right now actually is it's a mixture. It has the honey kush, the frozen bag, and the black amnesia haze all in it. So I kind of know what the buds look like, so I know what I'm smoking when I grab it out. But when you kind of grab without looking, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, my buddy, I've got this jar over here. I'll show you. He shows up with a jar. And it's like, yeah, there's 5 different kinds in that. This thing was full.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's like a grab bag. You just reach in there and you're like, I hope this won't put me to sleep, or hope this won't keep me up all night. That's funny. That's good.
Yeah, that's this one. It's the one that has the multiples. I do have this one's straight honey kush, and then this one is straight frozen bag. So I do have them by themselves as well. But the reason why is because black amnesia haze, I needed this for the terpy mute for the menthic croco. So I needed this container. So I just made it into like a community, like a mixed container, so I could use this one for another plant.
Okay, gotcha. Nice. Heck yeah.
I don't have any other plants coming down for a while, which is nice because I need to get through some of this weed.
Yeah, I'm debating on doing this Oregon Growers Cup. They pass out all the same clones, and you turn them in at the November, and they have the cup in December, and everybody gets the same genetics. They get 2 clones apiece, and then you just turn in an ounce of flower, and there's an indoor and then the outdoor. So I was thinking about trying to
do that. When they do it that way, that's perfect because that's how this drop was. Everybody got mailed out a clone, and you grew that clone, and you had to.
Oh, that's bad. That's cool.
And then we all had to send our samples in to get tested. I fucked up and I sent mine in like sent it the cheapest way possible, like in a Mylar bag. Just sent it in the mail. And I found out later that if you do that, especially in the mail, if they get squished and stuff, a lot of the surface trichomes get rubbed off, and then your results. So of course I didn't place well in the actual grow off, but now I know. And I know how to send them. So they already talked to the guy, and he's letting me resend it and get retested, so I can see the comparison of how much I lost. So going forward, I won't make that mistake. And then I can actually know what my percentage is, because I know my percentage is higher than. Let me see. Oh no, he sent it this way. It was low. And I was like, no, there's no way. And then he explained what happens in the bag when it gets sent.
Man. Yeah, I did it 2 years ago, and like the dude just comes by and picks it up.
Oh, he does. Okay, that's bad.
It's so nice.
That's kind of why I brought it up. I was just, if you send it in, make sure you send it in an container that can't get squished and can't move around. So if you do something with a cylinder, make sure that it's at least hot enough that it's not going to move. But if it's something that can be squished, you want to make sure that you don't want it to squish. Send it in a box if you can.
Can't wait to smoke this shit. Damn, I'm excited. Had the rainbow belts have been good for the past few months or past couple months, but has some different flavors in the garden. And then that one from the Growers Cup is going to be I think it's called Sheesh number 5. It's something with a watermelon runts cross, something like that. So should be good. And it's supposed to be a frost monster too. Decibel Farms in Southern Oregon, they're the ones that pass out the clones for each year pretty much, I believe. So that's pretty neat.
So that's what I got, but this is before I send in for my retest. But he said it was because of the fact of how I sent it. It was destroyed in transport. So, and I just said, hey, you know what? For personal reference, because I want to see what was lost and how much. So for next time, it would be done better, right? So I want to see what happens between the two results.
Only 22.9%.
Yeah. Yeah, right, Sam. Sprinkle some heat on it. They did pick that up. I'm pretty sure. And they actually, I don't know what that's not salting, but I don't know what salting is when they do it. But if you did that, they said that they would disqualify you. Actually, make the post.
Is that where you just like sprinkle on all the trichomes in your grinder or your dry sift?
Maybe. That's what they mean by that.
Yeah.
But I know they said if you did that, then they would publicly actually call you out on the page,
on the website, and everything
for the grow off, so everybody would know that you were trying to cheat. So I was like, oh, that's I hope nobody tries to do that, but if they did,
right? That's messed up, man. All right, I got to get off here. I got to run some people around town here. But thanks for having me on. I just wanted to show this thing finally. Yeah. Might be the last time.
I put it full screen for one more second before you had to go. It looks great.
Nice. Appreciate it. No problem. Talk to everybody later.
Yeah. No big deal. But yeah, so that was the result that I got on the frozen bag. But I am going to be sending in a retest to see what the difference is. To give you an example, people were getting my total cannabinoids is what it was based off of, and I only got 23.6, and the person who won got 35.4. Wait, I think that was it. It was 35 point something. So it was a really, I was much lower than where that was, so that's why I know there was something up with how I transported it. Here. Let me actually pull it up so I know. So yeah, the winner, 35.2 was the winner, with the person that won, and the person that won's total THC was 30%. What else? Is that second place? Second place had 27.9% THC and a total of 34.8, and then 29.3 and a total of 34.5 was third. So there was a ton of cannabinoids in that. I don't know. If you want, I can get it sent out there. I could. For those tests, it's only $50 for those tests. Yeah, that's what the guy got. Well, that was total cannabinoids. His THC percentage was 30%. Is what the guy got for. It doesn't do terp percentage. It just has it in medium, high, low because he's using the HPLC or whatever I believe it is. It's not the GC, so it doesn't actually get you to terps, which is the unfortunate part of the test. That's why, because I do a lot of growing for Fraser Valley. So Fraser Valley got me to send Tango Mango in, and we wanted to get the results on. He wanted to get the results on terps, and they didn't give him the terp percentage because it wasn't a GC. It was just HPL. Yama, I will be doing well, man. The people that Short, High, and Raging deal with, they do the HPL for the cannabinoids, and they do the GC for the other, which is that's a way better one, but I think it's a little more pricey. Oh, nice. Shish Kaveri. It's been a while since I smoked that one. Yeah, I know. I think my Black Amnesia was a 24. Let's see. I think I posted it last time too. Where are you? There you are. No, it wasn't. My oh no, it was 24.3 THCA, but no, it gets dropped into a 21.59. Yeah, no, for sure. We can do that if you want. I like seeing results. I'm gonna be sending, like I said, I'm gonna send in the retest to see what the difference is to make sure I can nail down how to send it properly. What's up, Levels? Hope you're doing well. And Dad, by the way, sorry I missed you, brother. I hope you're having a good evening. Damn, sounds like you're getting tired from that though. No, come on up, man. I'm actually just about to. Or are we gonna smoke? Yeah, we are. We're about to smoke some of the black and white. Hope you're doing well of it. We do. Oh, it was loud. Thinking of that though, because of my Tango Mango results might have been different too, because I sent that exactly the same time as I sent the frozen bag, and I didn't think about that till now. Yeah, I don't mind doing them, and then I know different places to send them to up here. Cheers, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Love this big fox too. Oh. So I could tell it was the black amnesia because it was so squished in that tent and he did that. Yeah, that's true. Are you able to freely do it down in the States? It's probably, you guys have to probably have certain ways to do it because you can't really send it in the mail. Like up here, at least, I can grow it and send it anywhere across Canada to you. Because I could. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be so. That's the awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the one that shows up. Hold on a second. Sorry, one of my cats was trying to break into the room. Yeah, man. Yeah, anybody's welcome to come show their grow. Yeah, man. Dude, come on up. Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to line it in so it's going to go after the banana chem freak. So, because the banana chem freak, I haven't really talked about much because it hasn't started. It's starting this weekend. That one's going to go into the 2x4. That's the next terpene. That's the last terpene mutants I have here for now. Yeah. Oh, damn. Nice there. Yeah. But no, the reason why I want to run that cross cab through the HLG that's over there, so I want to make sure I wait for the 2x4 for that. Just because if it goes that long too, I won't have the space. Wait, I will show you how the juice junkies bounce back. These are the ones that we did the strip out last week. This is what it looked like on Saturday. Yeah, exactly. If they go along like that, I want to make sure they have the space with the 2x4 as well. It's my benefit. So these, and then even when I was there today, they were even doing thickening even more. So they're doing well. We're through that second net where we want to be. Here's Emma. And we do have enough light space. This was again a week after, or some more like, let's get out of here. But I'll go through this weekend and see, but for the most part, we're good on that one. This side could do a little bit of work, but I like to leave it until I can really make that good call on there. This picture was fuzzy. It's one of those times when you're just, but the stacking on the way these sides are going to go, I think we're going to get a really good overall development of both sides. This is the other side. Same here. So we'll see how that goes. Blazing. Hope you're doing well, man. Oh, that sounds cool that he's doing all those outside. That's gonna look really good. Damn, if they go that long though, I can't imagine having to do that outside. Is he gonna like that? Yeah, this is the reason why we couldn't go later. I wanted to go another week into flowers so we can maximize this side, but we had to do it on this side because this would have been too much. No, I don't. I haven't. I have experience smoking in both of them, but I've never grown either one of them. What's up, Dave Zoom? Sorry about that.
What up?
Hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, we're gonna roll up a little bit. I got some shit to do in the grill tonight,
Yeah, man.
so we gotta get busy. But I figure I'll stop in for a bit, smoke a little bit of this joint, show the grill real quick.
Yeah.
How you doing today? Doing all right?
Yeah, man. It was a good one. It wasn't so bad yet. It was just two easy jobs. And then I was able to come back and hang out with the family a little bit before the live stream, which is nice instead of just going straight from work to this.
All right.
So, all
It's definitely good when you get a little break.
yeah. I was just showing. I don't know how early you got here, but I was showing earlier. I made some more bubble hash, so I worked on another jar, so I got 6 ounces of bubble hash all together now.
Come on.
I made 10, but I've already pressed 4. And then I have a lot of rosin still, and also smoke a lot of rosin. So.
Fuck yeah. How's it coming out? Good?
Yeah, man. It's not like, come on, you know what it's made out of. It's made out of fucking trim.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did what 420 thing show you? Did that help?
Yeah, for pressing. Absolutely. I haven't had any issues with pressing anymore, and the settings he showed me for the freeze dryer definitely helps. It like everything. It like the jar that I'm not going to open it because you want to make sure that you warm it to the point of the condensation disappearing before you open it. I don't want to fuck around with it. But that jar, like if you when you have it open and you smell that hash, it smells like the plants do. It still does. Even being what it was dried. It was put into a 5-gallon pail, trimmed, and then it's all the sugar leaf and that's really, really small buds that you're not gonna fucking want to trim. It's all those and the sugar leaf because everything else is going by that point. Almost everything. The last one I did, I just said it, all the filming for it's just gonna be a video, but it was 157 grams of hash off of 13 bags, which we previously figured out on another live that every one of those trim bags is about a half a pound from the weights. So 228.
Yeah, I done got sick.
Oh, really?
Good. Yeah, I got like some kind of head cold or something. I don't know. Fucking sucks. I've been feeling like shit. Still going to work though. Not enough to miss work.
So on the trim, I got a 5.3% return, which on trim is not bad. That's not bad at all, actually.
No. Oh shit! Yeah, so I gotta go pop seeds. They're already germinated. I just gotta plant them.
Yeah.
Then I gotta cut clones off of the no jokes tonight. Plus, I gotta water every tent, so I'm being in the garden fucking busy as hell till like 1 in the morning probably.
1 second, I'll tell you. For the people that didn't see it, I'm not opening it, of course. Like I said, you don't really want to open it until it's like uncondensated, but as you see, it's totally floppy.
Is that Keith?
No, ball hash. That's the color of the ball hash. Actually, let me see. I'm gonna put this to 4,400. So 4,400 Kelvin light. So there's no light tricks.
Right. Hell yeah. Have you tried smoking some of that? Just that?
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good like this. I press it because I do a lot of dabs and stuff.
Right.
But
hell yeah.
I'm gonna put this back away.
Cheers. Hell yeah. Yama.
But
we got 3 seeds of Germany.
That's a full, hey, K-levels, that's a full jar.
But yeah, Yama, I want to take 3 clones off of each pheno, so that's 9 clones. Speaking of, I gotta find 3 more pots. We gotta get the 2x2 back operational, get the veg going in there. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sounds good, man. Yeah, I was just showing. I don't know if you were here when I showed my veg garden. But they're doing pretty good right now. I think they're day 24 is what Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 3. Yeah, day 24 from seed soak, and they're already about this tall. Like this.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I just got
I was just gonna answer Yama's question here. Yeah, that's with the machine. I adapted the machine like I did in my bubble hash video to with the new hose with an on-off shut-off valve, and it's a straight hose. It's not that weird ribbed one that the machine has. So I took that off, which is, by the way, that one's glued in. So I took that off. I put the new one on with hose clamps. So after maybe every couple runs, or if I realize that my hose is dirty because it's clear, I can unhook it, take it, clean it, and then reattach the hose again with a clean one. So it's about just trying to keep everything nice. And I kind of went over how to clean the machine, and that's something that was really, I found to be really gross when I was taking it apart. Yeah, that's what I did. Mine was gross too. So that's what I did. I showed in my video in my tech talk. I just put a new one up about for the bubble hash stuff, or for the whole hash lab upgrade, and that's in that showing where I took it apart and where you have to attach it, and you need it inside diameter. You need a 1 inch inside diameter hose for it to work. That's what you need to slip over. I originally tried to get a 1 inch hose, and no, it doesn't. It needs to be 1 inch inside. But when you get to that size, you have to get they like the kink. So I got the one that's more of it has a reinforcement, but like more of a fiber, so you can actually bend still because you want the bending. Yeah, dude, it was a big thing. And then put it on off valve. Here, I'll show you. I'll just bring it over here and show you guys.
All right.
I don't need to see the machine. Actually, okay, where am I going to put this? All right, so I had to adapt a hole, make it a little bit bigger. But then I have the on-off valve on here now, so I can close it when I'm running the machine and open it whenever I want to. So I don't have to worry about keeping this thing up and above or playing a little stupid game with it. And then a hose clamp like this is that rib, so it actually can move. It has that reinforcement, but it's not going to kink, but it's not also going to stay rigid. Same hose clamp is attached to the bottom, and in order to get to this machine, yeah, it's generic. You can get generic machines; they all do the same thing, dude. Right here, screw, take this off, and then this goes right into a downspout that's right behind on this side. Put that away now.
Mosquitoes are so goddamn thick.
Oh, there's that joint. I'm like, I don't think I put that joint out yet. Cheers. Thanks, Gab. Yeah, it really helps just to, because the rib hose on that thing is just ruthless. Like, that thing just traps and then dries and then makes everything taste gross. Yeah, that is the most expensive piece, and it allows things to dry. The last hash run I did was 25 hours, and then it was completely dry. Which hashtag? I just have one. I just got one watcher, but like I ran that thing 8. Well, it's because of the freeze dryer. Yeah, that's it. You can do it pretty fast. I got one washer, but I ran it 13 times when I made all that. But I normally fill a bucket of water, put it beside where you'll see it in the video, but yeah, I put the bucket of water there so I'm ready to go. I'll load, and then when I'm washing out the machine, I close the valve again, load the water back up, go start the water to fill up the bucket, and then fill up the washing machine with another run, start a run, then go and do all my my collection in the bags, clean my bag, and then rinse my bags off. And by the time I'm done ready to do that, I'm all ready to go and repeat the exact same routine again over by the washing machine. It only gives me about a 3-minute break. Sometimes I'll crank it and go. Right now, I'm giving it maybe a 20-minute wash instead of the 15. So it gives me like a 6-minute break in between each run, and it just like it's really quick. You can go through it pretty fast. It's just systems that you pick up from doing it and be like, I remember my first time doing bubble hash, it did like 3 runs and it took me 3 hours or something ridiculous. And it was like, I shouldn't have taken that long. But you find out that the little tricks about how to, if I do this at the same time, it'll be a lot quicker. We can get through it. So, yeah. What's up, Stoked? Well,
What up, Stoked? Smoke. Oh shit.
oh, no worries, yeah. Anytime. If it helps make my shit easier, I want it to help make your shit easier too. If you want to follow suit, that's all. Like I said, that video, I just have the raw footage in a folder. I still got to put it together. So it's gonna be coming out soon. Oh yeah, that's what it's about. If you have a chiller cap, you don't even need ice. It's about keeping your water as close to 0 and below 2 and as close as and you want to be below 2 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's gonna be close to 32. But yeah, you want to be as close to freezing as possible. And if you can achieve that without ice, then that's better because it's going to be you're not going to be smashing your material and causing any sort of contaminant. When you have ice in there, as gentle as you're trying to be, you can get contaminated, and you don't really want that. So if you do it with like pure cold water on that vortex of the cold water is what's shearing it off. That's what shears off the trichome heads, and that's what's giving you your bubble hash.
Right. Way above my pay grade.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Getting an ice, that would be the next step. When I start making like fresh frozen, I want to be using ice maker. I don't want to be going buying store-bought fucking drink mixing ice. Because I know, I forget who made videos about it, but apparently it's not as clean as it should be at least for hash purposes. Yeah. Hey, that's why we know the same things, dude. That's why we're speaking the same language. I also, same thing with Frenchie. That's why I don't use the work bag as well. That's why I understand the vortex process. That's what he explains. You just took a rundown, didn't you? Not too long ago.
You talking to me?
No, it wasn't a run. You just did a strip Because I just saw your strip you post. Was it Instagram or something? You just put some strip. Use it to strip out.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking to you. So
Yeah.
I was like, I have you up here. I might as well chat with you too, not just the chat.
Oh, you're good. I just, when it comes to making hash and that's
Yeah, I hear you.
No, yeah, I did. I did an early strip kind of because it was just way too much leaf matter. I kind of fucked my strip up. I waited another week and because I was taking clones, which I did, but I should have stripped them again. Anyways, why is this on the ground again? Fuck. Sorry, cat's knocking my cactus over.
That's why I had a cat trying to break into the room. That's why I had to pause it and get a family member to come get the cat. Probably right before you popped up.
Anyways, so I didn't strip before I flipped. I did, but like I said, I waited a week, so it caused all those leaves to just go everywhere. If you see from the Instagram post, I hit it day 16 because I felt like, for one, I was having humidity issues, not no more, but I was, and I was worried with all those leaves on there and humidity. What happens?
Oh, nothing if you don't. If you have healthy plants, was one thing. You have to have healthy plants, and B, you have to have a spore present to get PM. So if you're going in and out, and you're going outside, that's where you're going to get that susceptibility in that high humidity to get it, right? So
too many leaves touching each other and sweating.
You are close enough to the date range. I always tell people 17 to 21. 16, guess what? You're fucking right there.
I honestly wanted to do it.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't worried.
Yeah. Because you were really like right there. I've gone a strip on day 14, and you know what? I think that time I really fucked up my plant a little bit. I think it was too soon. But I've also done it once and it worked. That's why I kind of moved away from those early ones, because I was noticing it was really my plants weren't digging it. They wanted a little bit more time.
You fuck up your transition if you don't strip it right.
Oh, yeah, I know. I learned that.
Leaves, those leaves block the light from penetrating. If the light doesn't penetrate, the bud doesn't develop, which means if all your top canopy is getting the right amount of light, and then an inch below, everything else is not getting anything. Yeah, my anxiety was through the roof. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go in there and strip them. But no, we got Cola City in there. It's looking good. Here, I'll hit this joint one more time and put it out, and we'll go check the grow out.
Sure, sounds good, man.
I gotta get started because for one, I gotta get up early, but for two, I got a lot to do.
Yeah, man.
Shouldn't take that long, but actually,
you never know. It sometimes it seems like one of those things where like, oh, this shouldn't take very long, and then when you're tired, you're like, oh fuck, that took a little longer than I thought it would.
Seeds, we just gotta drop the seeds in some pots. And the clones, basically the same thing. Cut the clone, dip it in rooting powder, put it in a fucking pot, and then once we get all the clones done, we're gonna water every fucking thing. Everything needs water anyway, so everything's getting fully saturated, and that's gonna be that. Silver Samurai, cheers. It's been forever. Romantic Meds, cheers.
I hope you guys are having a good evening so far. Welcome. So frosty. Yeah, no, I definitely getting these tests done. I'm gonna be sending my stuff probably. Now I know the way to send it. Because I think I was getting a lot of low results because of me just sending it in a Mylar bag.
Right.
From the AC. Hope you have a good evening, brother.
All right.
What
What up, ADHD? Kevin chopped today. Congratulations, Kevin. Hell yeah. He chopped those 4 autoflowers.
that was the grapes, right?
So it's
The Mephisto grapes.
I forgot the name of them, but yeah, Mephisto.
I didn't know what the second thing was either, but I knew it was grape something. And I bet you they're gonna be saying, "There you go, Grape Crush." Does it smell like that shit? Like you got in the proper terps, or they must be expressing pretty hard at that point.
Thanks to my own I might rather be elsewhere. Daisy.
Got me a fresh bag of Ocean Forest.
Nice.
Let me spill the whole Mountain Dew on my laptop just now.
And he's so good.
That wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, that ain't so good.
Great crush, he said. That's right.
Yeah.
Alright, I only have 2 tents to show you.
Hey man, I got your big screen when you're ready.
Yeah, we're here.
This is the one you just hit with the strip.
Yeah, let me turn you up. Yeah, this is the one I just stripped.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like it.
I mean, look at these node sites.
Yep.
Colas.
Oh,
Colas. I think I'm on to something, Matt.
oh yeah. Well, and what's going to happen too, is because you also did it at the right time, is a lot of those lowers are also going to come into your canopy and fill it in, making it denser. They're not also going to stay down there. A lot of times they'll reach up into it, which is going to be good.
For sure.
It's something I notice every time. You'll notice it by a week after you do the strip. You'll notice it start happening. I just have it like common occurrence.
They're gonna blow up. This is gonna be some fucking fears.
Hey, Jackson, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We still got a couple days left to stretch.
Was that the 3x3 or the 32x32?
Yeah, that's the 3x3.
3x3. So somebody was asking. Water, hope you're doing well, man. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, we gotta get in here and take some clones. I gotta take 3 clones off of each pheno. Yeah, we're gonna take this out of here for sure. This guy, this one, that one. All the runaways, basically. We might go in and take some of the middle ones. We got a few in there. But yeah. We're in this bitch. These are the no joke Chad Westport.
Are you gonna take Yeah, and were those small ones off to the side?
Yeah, these are the fruity pebbles.
Yeah, you're gonna pull them out when the other ones are ready.
I'm not doing what I was talking about doing. Remember, I was saying I was gonna put like 5 plants in there.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. I mean, not nothing against that method, but I don't feel like playing catch up, and I don't think it'd be a good decision when I can just take one of these bigger ones and spread it out right here.
Yeah,
exactly.
You get a good spread. You have a pretty good canopy, which is those 3 in that tent once they get going.
Right, I have my some more pink lemonade right there, clones. So we got enough of them. We just planted a seed back there. We'll be setting a 2x2 up tonight and getting that all set up with the clones and all. We'll probably let those rot out in here, clean them up a bit, take the no jokes and put them in the 2x2, get that all set up. But yeah, they're blowing up. Remember, I just stripped them, not even a week ago? I completely stripped these plants.
Yeah, you about a week ago. That was
not even. It was my last video, I think. Yeah, I took a huge pile of leaves from these plants, and they're back already. I mean, these leaves are big. They weren't there. They're pretty big. Shout out to Chad Westport. Oh, yeah.
Those are looking good, dude. Those are off. So, especially, it's gonna be so nice to see the one you strip over the next like 2.5 weeks when it starts to like set its where it wants to be. I love that when like you see where the plant wants to like figure shit out. Because then it's just in that structure, and then it just starts filling in. You're like, all the work pays off for the next few weeks. I love that grow and watch time where you just like see all that hard work pay off.
Yep, and that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, it makes it super enjoyable.
Fuck yeah, putting in the passion and getting that return. Just
yeah, for me, the most time that I spend in the garden is the strip, bucking, because I do that from dry, but like I buck before I trim. So the strip is a long period for me, bucking's a long period for me, and then of course trimming. Everything else really doesn't take very long. Even lollipopping. Because lollipopping, you have like a set goal, and and everything under that goal, you don't give it a chance. You're like, right? Unless it's a branch that's actually making its way to the top of your plant, and if it's under that line and it's not making its way up, and it's a thick branch, done.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing with clone and the no jokes. It's all that is a topping.
Yeah, well, I only taught. Well, okay. Well, I only taught my plant once.
Well, I understand that. So do I. Well, I did second time on those, and I do second time. But when you take clones, that's the same as topping.
Yeah,
cutting off the top growths and the bottom shoots are gonna blow up. You're gonna get bushy.
I still grow somewhat like a branch in a way. It depends on what when I've taken clones before, I've seen them grow as a single apical dominant strand, or seen them, like you say, turn into a bush right away. Like I've seen both of it, and I've taken hundreds of clones. It's something I've seen from both of them. One thing that it's funny, it is funny that you say that though. One thing I have noticed a lot with clone behavior is you have the different nodal spacing in between. That is very common, and that's something I've noticed all the time with clones. Very,
They don't
very
go straight up, it
seldomly.
goes this way, that way.
Yeah, very seldomly do I get a clone that actually grows with two nodes like a
Right.
seed. That's a rare. Most of the time, it's segregated like that. Yeah, I don't know the science behind that, but it's something I've noticed from doing them a lot. That's more common than
Yeah, I don't know
than
what
the
that's
pair.
about. I have noticed that too. Oh shit! It sucks smoking while you're sick. Cause I gotta cough. I'm coughing on everything, you know.
No, I hear you. I've totally been there, man.
When your throat's already irritated, smoke don't help. Top then clone. I remember someone mentioning do that.
I would do that.
Yeah, you top your clones.
I would top my plant before. I would top my plant a couple of weeks before, even 3 weeks before, maybe 4 times. I would definitely top my plant and then before I would take clones from it. But I would definitely wait a period, because doing that, you're gonna push out so many more branches that are gonna produce a lot more clones, if you will. Also using kelp for cytokines. Though that will promote more branching and lateral growth of your plant as well, if you want to get more. That's why sometimes people use a kelp spray before taking clones. Yeah, it's when you do it, it's about breaking I hate fucking having to say this word, apical dominance. If your plant grows that way, and it wants to keep growing that way, and it's not side branching, then topping it breaks the apical dominance and causing it to start shooting out its side branching. So it's just a way of telling a plant, no more this way, you're going this way. Like I was saying to Levels, I have taken clones, and he was saying I guess he's experienced it where they just start side branching right away, and it does happen. Or you have ones that keep going straight, and then in that case, chop it, and then they'll start growing outwards as well.
Yeah,
It may have to do where you take the clones from. I haven't paid that much attention to it, because a lot of times when I take clones, I sit there with a glass of my dechlorinated water, and I just take my cuts and I'm just stuffing them into this glass. So I'm not paying attention to where I'm taking these cuts from. I'm just taking these cuts, and that's why I've never really paid attention to where you take it from, because that might change where they're doing it.
I was gonna do that just to see. The only thing is, like, it's factual shit. I just said it earlier. When you have a fucking bud side or a branch that doesn't receive any light, is at the bottom, it is not going to be at the same growth rate as the top canopy.
Yeah, no, that's why I like to remove, like we all do because we're all strip, right? To bring the light down to it. And I think somebody brought it up on a point. Yeah, the bud itself, the calyx itself, doesn't really do much with light. But when it has that, it reaches for it. So you actually can produce more of that actual bud will start reaching for it, with the leaf producing more towards that. It's just a way of also maturing the buds. Have you ever had plants, and I wish I had a picture, actually, I probably do somewhere, where you take off a bunch of plant and you got this nice faded purplish, whatever color, some orange, I caught in some nice oranges sometimes, it's pretty cool. on the last tips that's actually seeing the amount of the photons that it's supposed to get, and then your bottom portion that's in the dark is green. And if you look at the buds, not as much trichome production because it doesn't want to put extra there when it doesn't need it. It also has less trichome production, more immature trichome production. You'll have a lot more clears in that area, even if the plant's on week 10.
Right.
So, yeah, the bud sites themselves don't take on photons, but there is a process that it gets from it. So it's still beneficial to make sure that you're maximizing to these sites. Like, I don't know how much chlorophyll is in a calyx. Or bract, I should say. Or whatever.
Right.
I think the calyx is over top of the bract. I haven't looked at one for a little bit. I think one's a sheet that one's the sheet that overprotects the bract, and the bract has an ovary inside of it. And that's what the hair is attached to bring the pollen to the ovary to produce the seed.
Yeah, we're gonna get this shit done.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this shit done. We'll probably strip them and adjust the tint and all. I gotta set this bitch back up with 100 watt. There's a lot of things I gotta do. I just honestly, I'm fucking hella busy. By the time I get here, it's like break time,
Not go time.
right. It's like fuck.
Oh, it's looking nice out there, man. Oh, and he did say hang on, so I think.
Cheers, y'all. I'm gonna have to get going in here in a second. I'm glad I caught you, though.
Yeah, man. It's nice to see you. Oh, here he's back. He's back.
Mike, check
What's up,
it
man?
out.
How you doing?
Not so bad.
Hey, brother.
Nice.
Almost ready.
Are you consistently getting the proper temperatures now?
Not quite. They've had to go into the greenhouse twice since you brought them outside.
That's so awesome. You have that though. Just for that.
Let's go.
Peppers are out of control out here now.
Oh, they moved out.
Oh yeah, everything's moved out.
It's that warm now, huh?
Well, it's above zero. It's above freezing. That's all you need, right?
Sorry.
Some work to do out here yet.
Oh man, it's just getting started.
Yeah. This will be the only row of corn this year.
Just over there, yeah.
Yeah. The rest is going to be all tomatoes. Well, she wants to be the tomato queen. New gazebo.
That's be a lot of tomatoes.
Lilies have pretty much died off. They'll be back.
They work in cycles, right? Or
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Everything else is doing fine.
All right, man. I gotta get going. It was good hanging out a bit, brother.
Yeah, man. No, man. You're like I said. You're always welcome. Thank you for sharing, and I hope you do well on your.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Sorry, I had to go. If I don't get started now, I'm gonna be up to 3 or 4.
Brother, everybody's got something. It's all good.
Oh you?
I'm busy. I'm busy most of the time too, man. It's all good, dude.
All right, Matt. Have a good night, man. Great show.
Have a great evening.
Later, Short High, Raging. Y'all have a blessed night. Cheers, chat.
Be well.
Later, y'all.
Nice. You got those are looking pretty fresh, dude.
They're getting ready for this one's the only one that's not sanitized.
I see.
It's being used as storage.
Yep.
Oh, yes, things are okay. I actually haven't been in here in a day or two.
Oh, dude, they are looking good.
This one's ready for its next chop. Take it to 8 instead of 4. Spread this one out a little bit.
Cause you divide yours by topping, right?
Not always. This one is going to be.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
is
you
going to
tried-
be a mainline 16 or 32 colas, one of the two.
Okay.
This one's just been topped one time.
Yeah, that's looking so symmetrical. That one's that one's starting to grow pretty fast too, isn't it? Is it
It's at least it's not, half a centimeter between the nodes now.
Oh, I see.
This is the one that was really, really runty off the start, like really short and stocky.
Yeah.
And this one, I topped once and bent it over.
No, that's actually looking pretty cool how you did that.
Well, gives me,
Mm-hmm.
nice easy start. I'll end up with 8 colas coming up off of that.
Where's that's the purple ghost candy is the little one?
No, this is the comfortably dumb.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We don't know if it's male or female yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It could be either. Didn't you start the purple ghost candy again?
Yeah, that's this one.
Oh, that is that one. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's not doing too bad. That one was getting a little bigger than it was last time I saw it.
Since then, it's lost 2 branches when I took the top off, and it was bent over for a week before I did that.
Maybe it's just been a while since I've seen it. Because I thought that's why I thought it was still a small one.
Nope. There was another one started at the same time as this one that didn't make it.
Oh, okay. I see. That's why I was confused.
That's why this one seems all out of sequence.
Yeah.
And the rosemary, always so beautiful to touch and smell, and just stink up your tent of rosemary.
Are you gonna leave that up there, or are you gonna eventually move that to the deck when it's nicer?
No, this is its home up here. It's always going to be in one of the tents up here. Bugs hate it, so.
Oh, that's good. That's
probably
good.
going to end up with more than one of them up here.
Is there anyone? Sorry to cut you off. I didn't mean.
No, go ahead.
Is there any bugs in particular that's really good, or is this or all of them?
All of them, really.
Oh, really? Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing. You know how you can run essential oils on your pots to prevent bugs?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's the essential oil.
Yeah.
Except the smell in here, you get used to the detergent smell of roses. It smells like detergent, right?
Now, do you have to? Does it automatically put out that stink, or do you have to kind of shake it once a day or something?
Oh no, it's always there. So it makes it much more prevalent on your fingers and whatnot.
I see.
It's a good masking agent.
Right? You can play with your plants, put your hand in there, and
when you leave the garden, rub them on the rosemary, you go out smelling like rosemary. The girls that work there, how come you always smell so good? Oh, I don't know.
That's actually a good idea. Maybe I can get a little rosemary plant over my garden so I can do that and actually touch my plants before work in the morning. I'm always sitting there. I don't know, like I'm always on like whenever I do any video between Monday and Thursday. I'm always like looking at my plant, talking about what I want to do on the weekend, but I can't touch it because I can't smell like it before I go to work because I'll get like shit on at work for it.
Well,
So
the rosemary overpowers it dramatically.
that's awesome.
Yeah, smells like soap.
Do you notice? Do you notice? Have you ever left it in a tent while it's in flower?
The rosemary, I've never seen it in flower.
No. I'm sorry. Not I mean the rosemary though, but
Oh, no,
no.
not yet. Anyway,
Have you never noticed any smell crossing over onto
Well-
your weed?
I've never had a rosemary tent in the tent while I was in flower.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. I was wondering if it would cross over if you did do that, or like.
Well, this is the first. This is the first run with the rosemary.
Okay. Oh, I guess it. Oh, is it something you're trying? Is it? That's cool.
Well, we're growing it just because we like rosemary. Well, Short High likes rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
Uses it for hair in the bath, and it's like same as women put essential oils in the bath and stuff. You can just use rosemary. You soak it in water for a couple days before, and it makes the water all weird looking. And you put that in the bathtub.
I use it for cooking too. Like it's a good spice.
Well, I've never tried eating it. Most of the succulent stuff I don't really have much to do with.
Right.
I smoke the weed. I eat the tomatoes. That's my job in the garden.
That's not a bad job.
That one will get removed. These two will become the next two tops over here. And the very top will get cut off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And these two will be removed, but the leaves will stay, but the branches will go.
Nice.
Forcing it sideways, basically, but symmetrically.
And how long they're going to be in the same tent for until absolutely necessary to move them, basically?
Yeah, like they just came out of the 3x3 because it was looking a little bit cramped. Not horribly cramped, but you gain quite a bit of space when you go to the 4x4 and extra room for the fan, and light's only on 40%. So it'll be in here till it's crowded.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can benefit off of the plants making their own climate in there too.
Yeah, as soon as I can shut the humidifier off, I will.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this
They'll be able
one,
to produce.
I'm lucky to get it. Unless I crank the humidifier, it's got two choices. It's got 50% humidity or 80. And at 50, I only got to fill it once a day.
Yeah. So
So they're not in the best environment. They get 50%, but that's not going to kill them.
No. Well, it's better than what it would be like without it.
Yep.
I'm in the same boat with my veg tent right now. I don't know how early you got here, but when I showed it, I have my one run and then I have the other run off to the side, and it's like two that go into a 4x8, one that's going to the 3x3 to take clones from, 4 other little plants that I'm only keeping one of, but I'm just leaving there just so that I have a lot going on to try to not put the toll on the humidifier. So, because I got a little humidifier too, and I'm trying to make sure I don't have to use it that often.
We got 4 of these, 5 of these. We got spares. Well, they don't put the white film in, right? You don't get the white film all over your tent with these ones?
Oh yeah, I also use my water and it takes the calcium out of it.
But you gotta clean the machine. So there's always one down for servicing when 4 tanks are running.
A lot of the white film is a lot of it's the calcium that's in your water.
Well, we tried those other filters with the the cool mist ones with all the filtering and special stuff you put in the filter. Then you put the filter inside not the filter, the pod inside the water. And honestly, all that costs more than buying a new humidifier.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing all that. I just mean with my humidifier, I use the water that comes out of my hydrologic filters because I use it for my plants anyways. So that's what stops me from getting the calcium. Again, if you don't have the filter, then it's not really that's cool that this one you said actually blocks it, like that you're not getting it with this humidifier.
Well, all the calcium ends up on the element.
That's kind of a cool idea. So
it does add heat to your room, right? Because it's a little kettle. It's an actual just a little kettle sitting there boiling all day.
Well, I guess depending on the time of year, that's not a bad thing.
No. So when my lung room, I have trouble keeping it below 80. So I'd like that at least 10 degrees.
Yeah, no, that would be not so great. I mean, yeah, I guess
it gets shut off as soon as it can be.
But the cool mist, I understand. Yeah, that would leave the film because it's not it's not boiling it to take the calcium. Yeah, and I can't the hydrologic system that I have, I wouldn't suggest it anymore because Hawthorne bought the company, and I have no idea what Hawthorne's going to do with anything that they buy because they like to shut things down that they buy sometimes for no reason at all.
Well, they bought Gaia. There's a lot of stuff we can't get now.
Yeah, exactly. That's like once I found out that Hydrologic sold out to them, I was like, fuck. But I think 420 thing showed me a good kind of knockoff brand that works. They're kind of worked to the same spec, so you can actually use them. Yeah, no, Frank, he does have cool mist humidifiers, but I think because he's using the water he's trying to prevent the calcium buildup.
Well, it's just a pain in the ass to clean.
Suck.
Yeah.
For me, he does it.
Well, it's because it's small crystal, right? It's like small crystalline substance when calcium does that.
So this is just a little bit more maintenance up front on your machine, less maintenance when it comes time to scrub. You only gotta make an application because it's not even dirty. You just gotta give it a wipe, make sure there's no mold. Hit it with some solvent, Well, I don't do it. She does it. She does the watering and does the fills, the humidifiers. I just come and show it like it's mine. It's team effort, though, right?
More me. That's him.
Yeah. Right. Oh, it's looking good though in there.
Thank you. Looking pretty.
Oh, absolutely! I can't wait till they get bigger. They're getting there, but like you're saying, they're getting.
Well,
they're really healthy.
This one will probably get a new pot next week.
That will help too when you do the transplant.
Well, just because we need more room for training devices. It's tough to do it into a small pot. Now, at least this size, you can put some tarps on it,
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that with those for sure. That's one of the big...
Tough to do with the solo cup.
You should be careful. If you do it too hard, you just like make a big crack on the side of it. Yeah, no, Kevin. That's what I was suggesting. Well, that's what I was suggesting as well because I use a water filter for my humidifiers. That's why I don't get any.
Well, I thought you meant, I didn't realize you were talking about the actual water filter for your water. I thought you were talking about those little filters for the humidifiers.
Oh no, I was talking about the one that I have hanging on the wall that has
Yeah,
like the stages.
I would definitely use that.
Yeah. and then the cool mist. Yeah, doing that and then feeding the cool mist with it, then you wouldn't have a problem. But
It comes out almost distilled then, right?
yeah, when you get the RO on top of it. I didn't get the RO. I can add one, but my water comes out at 20 ppm, so I'm not too concerned about whatever buildup I would accumulate with that. And it already pulls out a lot of the other things through the 2 stages I have on mine.
I've never tested my water for ppms. I got 7 pH. That's about all I know.
Yeah, it definitely varies depending on where people are and where the water supply is. But yeah, if you use something like that, you'd be able to would pull out the calcium, and you wouldn't have to, but you would want to make sure you're re-adding some sort of calcium when you're. Oh no, it doesn't matter for the fucking humidifier. Never mind. Yeah, no, yeah, I was gonna say if you're doing it for your plants, you'd want to make sure you're re-adding the calcium because you're organic. But no, it's for the humidifier.
Yeah.
And then you could also use it for your own drinking water. Like that's also a lot of the times I'll use my water filter for my own water as well.
So what do you think the odds I'm going to get 2 females in a row?
Oh, how many of these are regs?
That was the rig. Coming up, looking very female.
Oh, does it have hairs? The big one?
Oh, yeah. It had hairs like very early.
Okay.
This one's nothing yet. I haven't put my glasses on yet, but I don't really see anything that looks wrong so far. Yeah, I'm going to give it another 2 weeks before I give it the hard eyeball.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. You could have that good luck. Like I always didn't have terrible luck. I always didn't have way more males than I do females. But everybody's different. I know some people that don't have bad luck at all on that.
50-50 chance on each one, right?
Exactly. And really, and every time is independent of the first, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't count against it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got one this time, so I got less odds. No, it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Each time.
By the way, Kevin, that's a good ppm. That's a good ppm for tap water. I wouldn't even be worried about you getting any buildup if you only had if you have 40 ppm.
40 ppm is on well water.
No, 40 is pretty low. That's most people. Most people's drinking water that comes out of their tap is like 180.
But usually well water is quite clean though.
Is it? I thought it only comes out pretty.
Well, there's not a whole lot of it moving, right?
That's true.
So when you do pull off of it, everything's settled out.
Sorry.
Whenever I was out on the farms and whatnot that was on well water, I was like, dang, this is good water. The ones that got it trucked out, I didn't say that about.
Right. Well, welcome, Silver. And yeah, I know, Frank. I absolutely know that with regs, it is a 50-50. We're just joking about how, like, I've never really had those odds.
Well, hey, I'm going to jump off and go down and watch this on full screen. Look at some beautiful plants.
Yeah, man. I hope you have a great evening, brother. Thank you for showing.
I've got my days off, so we're going to start making our itinerary for the trip soon.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, no, that'd be awesome,
Good to
dude.
know what days.
Yeah, and let me know what days too that you're gonna be in Victoria.
In the area, even.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I have family there. I'll chat with you guys later. I'll get jump
Sounds
back in the
good.
chat.
Sounds good, brother. All right, Silver. What are we looking at here? This looks awesome.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, that's looking really nice, man. Nicely trained out.
So here we got some milk bubbles from James Loud.
Oh, nice.
We have some samurai sage. Samurai sage.
That's nicely done, dude. Those are gonna look so nice when they're all filled in.
Couple of babies.
What do we? What cans or? Awesome. All the stages. Mind me asking what genetics those ones, what cultivars these are?
So these four
Yeah.
are the milk bubbles.
Okay.
There's two in the back are full gas from greenhouse seeds.
Okay, sounds good.
And then that one's a sage. That's about it.
It's looking good, dude. Nicely done.
This is my first time doing this. This camera control is weird.
Yeah, no, you're doing good, dude. No, this is. I was gonna say I've never seen you come up before. So.
Camera control is weird.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Most of the ones should get probably about 35 to 45 centimeter bat colas.
Yeah, dude. That's gonna look.
I don't know. This is my first time growing this one. I don't know what's going on with this one. 10 days into flower.
Well, at least it's staying within. It's like you can see where the light is. It's staying within that the efficient area too. I wouldn't be worried about any parts of that not being good cola.
Yeah,
It's staying like right under the light where it wants to be.
yeah, kind of, right? It's like standing straight up.
Exactly. You see, it's like right to the edges it's going up from.
Yeah, this thing is sturdy, bro.
Yeah, that's looking really nice. Nice work.
Right. That's about that. Just wanted to share a little bit.
Yeah, no, awesome. Thank you for coming up and sharing. Yeah, you're always welcome. It'd be awesome to see kind of how they look later on too as they progress.
Right.
If you don't mind doing that.
Oh yeah, I'll be coming in and out as it goes on.
Awesome.
All right, let me get back to the chat. Thanks for letting me show. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Have a great evening.
Goes on. All right, let me get back to the chat.
What's up, Germinator? Hope you're having a great evening. Yeah, no, I've pretty much showed everything I have. Is anybody having a big harvest coming up soon, or anybody starting anything? There must be starting you guys outdoors, or pretty much getting ready for that. Seeing you guys' conversations in the chat. Yeah, I don't want that for my water. Doesn't sound good. Hey, Operation. Hope you have a good evening, man. Let's go to. Let's finish off it with the honey kush. Oh, this sounds good. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, dude. What did you grab? Blazing. Because they must have had some pretty good cultivars or genetics down there. Nice. What's up, Bryant? Hope you have a good evening. Just finishing off the night with a little of this honey kush. Now we'll join this. Yeah, right now I got my E-Towns in week 6. No. Hold on. Let me make sure I actually say the fucking right days, 3 weeks. All right, yeah. No, I just finished week 6. It's we just got past day 47. Or no, day 47, day 42. Fuck, I'm stoned. Yeah, so we're in week 7 now for that plan. That one I never put a date on. But this would be day 14. A flower for the ice cream marker. And then day 28, a flower for the juice junkie. I feel slow and stupid. I'll still like that. Yeah, definitely smoking like 3 or 4 different kinds of weed and doing dabs, but making sure they're different. Hit a bunch of different receptors. Nice. Oh yeah, dude, those are some good crosses you got there, dude. Nice work. Yeah, you got some really nice starts. Yeah. Yeah, I keep all my seeds in a bag up in the red cabinet. But yeah, if anybody wants to come up and show their grow for the last 4 minutes, was alive. Feel free. Yeah, Do is good. I remember I did the Do 33 by Barney's Farm a while. How long ago? Probably like 3 years ago now. That was a nice one. But yes, the next plants I'm starting are going to be the banana comfrey. Once that plant is in flower, I'm going to be starting some of Cab's plants right after that. So that's going to be interesting to grow. That's going to be a fun one. And in the next plant to follow the E-Town and the 2x2 is going to be VPDs. So I'm growing some community people's plants this time coming up in those tents, which is going to be kind of a cool thing. Again, those are going to be seed to harvest. Once the seed to harvest videos start coming out, they're going to be a lot more frequent than they seem now. I am currently working on 4 at the same time. Yeah, that's the one that's I got right now on weeks. It's just in the middle of week 7. No, I haven't grown any of his stuff yet. But yeah, I know I got 4 seed harvest videos on the go, and they're all kind of at different stages of life. So, but once they start harvesting, then it's gonna be like, I was gonna make another set here on the auto flowers, but I might run the grow along once I'm ready. It's gonna be in June basically. All right. Oh man, that sounds good for sure. Yeah, once I run that for the grow along plants, I don't know. I'm getting to the point now where I got more weed right now than I really need. There's no point growing it to the point of having to go bad. Like, I know it could be stored for a period of time. I really don't want to. I don't need to. But, well, that was a good. Which one? Oh, you mean his? Yeah. No, I never have. I would be interested in doing that because I think that I want to start doing that with those other ones, especially the seed to harvest videos. I really want to. I know people that do PD. I don't. Normally, the stuff that's in the freezer or stuff is stuff that's waiting to be made into hash. But I would be worried about if you did it, you'd want to make sure that you do it in such a way where the condensation wouldn't build inside the bag, because the condensation is going to cause problems. That, like, for example, the hash jars. I have to let them wait to a certain point before I can open them, or else you get some shiesty fucking moisture inside the bag. It's about the condensation, though. You want to make sure you want to avoid that from building up around the weed. So if you can do it in such a way, or know the process of taking things out where the condensation is not going to occur, then yes. But if you have the condensation, then you got some problems, especially if it's being open and closed, and it's being left on there. That's where the problem is, and that's where I always saw it. That's why those fancy Cannotol things are nice for holding things for periods of time, because it just drops the temperature and keeps the humidity without condensating. But there's got to be a different way to do it without having to rely on that. Because I don't mind drying my weed properly, because I have the conditions in my situation to dry weed for 14 days at 62, 63 at 59 Fahrenheit. Like, I can do that, but the storing of it is where I'd rather have something. But does it have to be a Cannotol to store it properly? I don't know. There might be a different option, but I hope I'm interested in hearing it, if there is anything. Because I can understand how those would be good if you didn't have the right conditions for drying it. That would be definitely a helper. But at that, we're going to end the live stream there. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. It was a great evening, and I'll catch you guys next week.